Hey guys, I'm a bit far away, but that's because we're learning to return a fast serve. Okay, so when someone's bombing serves at you, you got to be really careful with where you start, because a smarter server, if a Federer is going to serve to you, if you start back here, he's not going to actually bomb his serve. It's actually the more novice player that's still going to bomb their serve once you're way back here. It is possible to win points, but you kind of want to vary the serve if you're going to be a smart player. If you're way back, a smart player would be move me wide off the court, say with a short kick serve, and now all of a sudden I'm running and I'm really out of the court, okay? Because I've given myself some exposure to a wider ball from starting here. Now, we're thinking about our starting point right now, okay? Same thing goes if I was very, very close. How do you return a ball if you're here? Well, hopefully you're hitting against a weak server. If you see your opponent starting here shorter in the court, this is where you would bomb it right at them. Take away their time, take away their space, and they'll back up, okay? They'll give you a bit more space for your serve. When they're right here, what you don't want to do is actually serve into their hitting zone, okay? So there's actually 5 targets where we're serving, right? Even 6 if we get really technical. But you want to avoid their hitting zone, okay? So in general, we'll get to that return and serve placement in another video. But when we're thinking, how do I serve to a returner starting very close? Avoid my hitting zone where I feel comfortable alongside me. That's not what you want. You want me either reaching or the much tougher one, because I'm so close to the service line, they're serving at me, right? Way, way harder to get that ball back as I've got no time to get out of the way. So now, when the faster serve is serving, let's say you're anticipating a fast first serve, it's not being varied that much. That's what a smart player is going to do. But a weaker or a less smart player is going to be bombing that first serve, and you might just sit back, okay? So against a fast server, when they're bombing serves, you're starting back. Now, you might actually start with your regular forehand grip, whether you've got an Eastern grip, Continental, Western, doesn't matter, but you're starting with your forehand grip. If you're really expecting that bomb serve, what I'm going to suggest you do is switch to that hammer grip, okay? It's like a volley grip or a blocking slice grip, okay? A bunting slice, a block shot, okay? So this grip, this hammer grip, all of a sudden now is going to start making you block the ball when it comes really fast to you. So if someone serves, all you're going to do is react. Say it's gone out to my left, okay? So I'm moving. I've covered footwork in another video. Let's say you've got no time, you're moving out, and I want you to start behind the ball. The key with your racket is getting the racket behind the line of the ball, wherever it's coming from. Now, all of a sudden, all you have to do is reach out with somewhat of a firm wrist. The firmer you are, the further the ball goes, okay? So you got to kind of be a bit cautious here. If you're very firm, it's going to go too long, or it might stab too much, you might hit the net. So you want to kind of float that ball deep a little bit, but not be so loose with that wrist where you just dink it up and it goes short. So have a practice with that grip and just see how hard you need to squeeze the racket to block the ball back. Same thing if it comes to my forehand. I'm ready, big bomb serve, and I'm simply blocking it back. My strings are behind the line of the ball. And what you notice I'm not doing, there's 2 things I'm not doing. The first thing is swinging, okay? The more I swing to block the ball, the more heavy spin that is applied to the ball, and the less time my strings are actually on a good contact point, okay? They're moving off target, off contact from the line of the ball coming up to me. So I want to be behind the ball and just bunt the ball forwards, okay? So it's not a chop, not breaking my wrist. I'm simply blocking the ball forwards with a more firm wrist, essentially just like a volley, okay? As you're coming back, what I'm also not doing is falling backwards. A lot of players get really intimidated by a big server and they start going backwards and just trying to get the ball back like this. They're falling back as they hit. You really don't want to do that. You might even try and trick them a little bit by starting short, fake them out by saying, hey, I'm going to attack your serve. This is a much more advanced play, but in general, the concept is the same. As they bomb the serve to you, now you're starting to back up. All right, they've just hit it, but then now you've given yourself all this extra time. Maybe you're trying to avoid them hitting that wide smart serve like I was saying, okay? But now you've backed up, so by the time they actually hit it, you're actually splitting and momentum is bringing you forwards, okay? I've covered momentum and neutralizing the serve in another video. Check that, check that one out. And I want you to try and go forwards so you can block the ball forwards better. It looks like this from the side view. As I'm splitting, I'm going forwards and I'm simply blocking. So what you notice that allows me to do with my body weight and my momentum is keep my strings on target. They're going through the ball a lot longer on the same line the ball is traveling to me, okay? If I go backwards, the ball's coming to me, I have to generate more power with my arm because I don't have that body weight now. I want to be like a boxer, punching with his whole body. Punching with his arm isn't going to knock anybody out, okay? So it's the same concept. Go forward, block, you'll be way more consistent. Practice those techniques and good luck getting in the point, and hopefully you keep it deep. Get ready to run.